All right, so do you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, today we're gonna take a look at writing task 2. So basically, we're gonna write together. We're gonna take a look at all the important factors that we should take a look. So first, as you can see here, uh, okay, 1 second. So it says, some people think that it's important to use leisure time for activities that improve the mind, such as reading, doing word puzzles. Other people feel that it's important to rest the mind during the leisure time. Discuss both views and give your opinion. So this type is called discussion, where you're given two different opinions, two different sides. And in this type of task, your task is to give an argument for both views. So you should talk about both views and also give your opinion. Here I also wrote important thing. Synonym for leisure time, it's free time, spare time. So it's great, for example, when you're going to write, when you're going to start writing, because you should use as many synonyms as you can. Okay, so let's take a look at all the question types we have. First one is agree, disagree. It's called opinion essay. Then we have advantages, disadvantages essay. Next one is our essay, which is discuss both views and give your opinion. It's discussion essay. Then we have suggest solution to a problem, problem and solution. And then we have answer to questions. So throughout our lessons, we are going to cover all question types. Um, yeah, okay. I don't think that we looked through this particular task. So Medina wrote that we have already covered. So I just want to let you know that from now on, yes, sometimes we are going to overlap with the topics or with the maybe tasks that we have covered earlier. However, it's important to look at it as a whole because we're going to start from, like, I would say from a zero and fully cover everything, basically. So yeah, that's why we're going to take a look at this one. However, throughout our lessons, we will cover all the other question types. So first one, the structure of discussion essay. Um, Another important thing is that you should write everything we are doing because you will need this later on when you're going to write your own essays. You're going to take a look back and maybe like look through, etc. Anyway, you're going to have this recording, but I suggest you to, for example, write down the structure. So yeah, here your task is, as I mentioned before, discuss both views and give your opinion. So this is the way your essay will look. You will have 4 different paragraphs. First paragraph is introduction. You will paraphrase the task and then give your opinion. We'll talk about it a bit later. Then you have 2 body paragraphs. So each paragraph should consider every view. So our body paragraph 1 talks about view 1 plus gives your opinion. For example, you agree with it, or you disagree, or you have some other opinion, you should also consider it. The same goes for paragraph 2. We have second view, where you discuss this view and give your opinion based on that. And last one is conclusion. Conclusion, I would say, is kind of similar to an introduction, where you also paraphrase the task and give your opinion, which you stated in the beginning. If you're confused, it's totally fine. Don't be overwhelmed because right now we're going to go step by step. So first, whenever you see give your opinion, you should first develop your opinion. So let's break this through. So first view says that leisure time, that it's important to use leisure time for activities that improve mind, such as reading and doing puzzles. So that's the first view. the second view is that people feel that it's important to rest the mind during leisure time. So 1 second, let me actually share a whiteboard so it will be easier to show you. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so do you see the whiteboard?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So as I mentioned before, when we have discussion essay, it means we discuss two views. So we have view number 1 and we have view number 2. So view number 1 says that like it's important to use free time for beneficial activities, while second view, like other people suggest that it's important to use free time to relax. So let me take a look. Yeah, so basically they say it's important to rest the mind during leisure time. So that's your second view. And now it also says give your opinion. So what is your opinion? Let me ask everyone. First one, I would like to ask, let me first ask students that have already participated earlier. I would like to ask Sivara, what is your opinion? What do you think regarding these two views?
Hello, I'm really sorry. I'm a little bit like sick. Our opinion about like about what? Sorry for late
Yeah, just
response.
overall. So it says some people think this, other people think this. And what is your opinion? Just overall. What do you think of it?
So I do agree that it is very important to use our like leisure time for beneficial activities such as like puzzling, I don't know, making some kind of activities that will be very healthy for our brain and so on. I do agree with the first view, the first opinion.
Mhm. Okay, so you just agree with the first view, right?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So that's the opinion that you will use in your essay. So you'll just say, I agree with the first opinion, and for example, I disagree with the second view. Okay, next one, Damir, what do you think?
Hello, everyone. My
Mhm.
opinion, in my point of view, maybe it's important to use free time to relax because
Okay.
maybe
Mhm.
after work, after lesson, you just maybe relax and reduce yourself, reduce your health, maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, we can say like reduce some stress, just relax, and maybe like get some like physical, I would say maybe like restart, I guess. Okay, perfect. Next one, Ainura, what do you think? What is your opinion?
Hello, teacher. Hello, everyone. In my opinion, in free time, every person should spend his time the way he wants to spend it. because each person had own interests, but some like to relax.
Mhm.
For example, I like to dance, watch series, and sing.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, also great answer. You can also, for example, during your answer, you can use this statement as if both are important, and it depends on a person and the situation when they would prefer one over the other. Okay? All right. Would you like to express your opinion?
In my opinion, I think it's important to use free time to relax. Actually, it also depends if person always work or study. So then that person needs the time for relax. And also for everyone, everyone have their own relax. So maybe for someone relax by, I don't know, dancing, as Ainura said, and
Mhm.
singing, painting, and it's also beneficial activities and also give a relax. So
Mhm. Okay, great. Yeah, that's very nice. As your opinion, you can state that everyone has their own form of relaxing. For some, it's dancing. For others, it's maybe sleeping. So yeah, you can say like, in my opinion, I think I agree with the second statement, for example. Okay, I have Madina's answer. She says, I agree with the second view because relaxing helps to reactivate the energy for more important things. Very nice, very great. Okay, we have Danyar. Would you like to share your answer?
I agree with both variants. So I
Mhm.
think it's good point to spend your free time for beneficial activities, but without any rest, you may lose yourself and become less productive. So it's also
Mhm.
important to use free time to relax.
Okay, yes, perfect. Great. So here, as your opinions you stated, you can say something like both are important. For example, beneficial activities, they enhance like mental health, and second statement, for example, it enhances physical health, as an example. Okay, let's take a look next. So, okay, great. The first task, which is stating like creating your opinion, we did it perfectly. So 1 second, let me share. Okay, do you see the presentation? Okay, I assume you do. So next, we can take a look at the body paragraph. So what do we have to write in body paragraph? So as I mentioned earlier, in the body paragraph 1, we should discuss view number 1. We should give arguments why it's important, why people think that it's important. View number 2, we should do the same. For example, here, we say again, some people think it's important to use leisure time for activities that improve mind, such as reading, doing puzzle. We should ask ourselves why it's important, why people believe so. So I wrote as an example because it helps with mental health. The same goes here. Why other people feel that it's important to rest the mind during leisure time? Because it helps with physical health. Okay, so this is our, let's say this is the argument that supports the view. So for each view, always in discussion essay, you should find one argument that supports the view. And from this argument, we will ask more questions like what exactly, we can go into details, what exactly in mental health, yeah? So now I would like to do this activity. I will split this views. So view number 1 goes to Ainura, Damir, Sivara, and view number 2 goes to I, Danyar, and Medina. So now your task is to think what other arguments can you bring to support these views. So ones who support view number 1 should give me at least one argument why it's important. Do not write mental health. You may say something more detailed regarding mental health, or you can say your own idea. Same goes for view number 2. Do not write something about physical health. You can give a detail, or you can give your own idea. So is the task clear?
Yes, we can only maybe 2 sentences or this.
Yeah, you don't have to write a sentence. Just give me an idea that support your view.
Okay.
So Damir, your view is number 1, right?
Yes.
Okay, you should give me the idea why people think that this is important, that doing puzzles, reading are important. Okay, perfect. So I'll give you like 2 minutes, and then I'll let you know when the time is up. Hi, Lina. Today we are doing some writing task. Right now, other students are doing this task. You can join after that. Okay, guys, are you ready? All right, let's start with Ainubra. So your argument, supporting argument for this view, why it's important. Okay, Damir, are you ready?
Я вот до конца не понял, получается, надо вот дан параграф, и мы должны как бы саму идею, что мы будем писать в ходе параграфа, да?
Yes, kind of. То есть это не 7 параграф, это мнение людей. Вам нужно предоставить один аргумент, который поддерживает это мнение. То есть почему люди так считают, почему это важно. Использовать свою, как бы, why it's important to use leisure time with these activities. You should give like a reason, an argument, why it's important, like answer the question. Okay. All right. Let me ask Sivara.
So the first reason, I guess, it helps to improve the memory. The second one is help you to think like fast, and increase your vocabulary. This is like 2 points, like improve your memory skills. And the second one is enhance or increase your vocabulary and helps you to speak like fluently and so on.
That's nice. Yeah. And regarding the point with vocabulary, I think it's better maybe to do it more generic. You can say it
Mhm.
helps with communication skills.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, I guess something like this.
Mhm.
Okay. Now let's take a look at point 2. Great, Medina. I've got your answer. So she says, for this one, it's important because gathers strength for the next work. I assume you meant like get some energy. So we can say maybe like gather some energy, store more energy for following work, and then relax not only physically, also mentally. I'm not sure because this is actually directly goes to a point that person relaxes physically. So I'm not sure about your second point. And third one, it's also helpful for reaching new ideas. Yes, definitely. You can say that maybe like as we relax physically, as we get some rest, sleep, like we can create or we can think of new ideas with a fresh mind. Okay. Oops. 1 second. Yeah. All right. Let's go back to Ainura. Did you create
Yes.
any?
Why helps mental health? Yes.
Mhm.
Why? Because each person from an early age or growing up and just in their own interests, this is to make a person feel good and to develop, and so that his life is not boring, and um, and and person and we engaged in the same hobby that we likes, and for what this is very um, interesting and comfortable.
Yeah, okay. So your argument is it helps to develop hobbies. We can also say it
Yes,
helps
yes.
to develop your social life. And okay, very interesting. Thank you. Next one, Damir.
Okay. Unlocking your creative thinking and
Mhm.
quickly applying solutions in difficult times, or
Oh,
quickly
wow. Mhm.
or quickly adapting to something.
Yeah, very nice. So here you can say, yeah. So shortened, it would be improving your creativeness and maybe like developing soft skills,
Yes, yes.
such as, yeah,
I want
problem
to say
solving.
it, but
Uh-huh.
I want to say it. I'm right, but I'm not it. But don't say
Oh,
it.
it's okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Next we have I.
So my point of view is 2, and I think it helps to restore the brain resources because our brain always works, and if we don't give enough attention to our minds and thoughts, most often it exposes us to problems with mental health. It's the same like distress or anxiety.
Mhm. Very nice, yeah. So it helps to prevent different mental illnesses. Very
Yes.
nice. Daniel, what about you?
I think that everyone should have rest during their free time because during the day they get really tired, exhausting, and rest helps them to reduce stress.
Yeah,
That's
very
it.
nice. Reduce stress, and we can say maybe like have balance in life, because many people work all day long and then they need some physical rest. Therefore, it balances the activities. Okay, perfect. So let's take a look at what I wrote. 1 second. Okay, yeah. So first view is it sharpens memory. Second one prevents mental illnesses like dementia. So if you didn't know, reading, doing puzzles, they are proved to help to like prevent this type of like illnesses. As for here, I wrote reduces stress and uplifts the mood. So that's the way you're gonna plan your writing. So you should like quickly do some main argument. So this is the main argument, yeah, that we will use during our first sentence when we will write about the body paragraph. And then we have the details. So like why it's important, how it helps, etc. Okay, so let's take a look more detailedly how we are going to write. For introduction, we are going to do paraphrase the task and we should write our position. So 1 second. Let me again share whiteboard and I will explain what I mean by paraphrasing the task. All right. So do you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Great. 1 second. Let me bring the task. All right. So this is our task. So everyone who like were during our last lessons, maybe like months ago, etc., I was telling that how we can paraphrase the task. So what is paraphrasing? Basically, you should rewrite this task. So this is the task. You should rewrite it like in your own words. So first, let me share some techniques you may use. First one is, of course, using synonyms. So first, using synonyms. For example, let's take, as an example, I mentioned earlier, leisure time. We can change it as free time. Next one, for example, instead of saying improve the mind, we can say benefit the mind. It's also a synonym. Let's write here. Benefit. Another saying here, it says other people feel that. We can say other people believe. So it's either think or feel. We can change it to a synonyms as believe. Important, we can change it as vital. So that's the way, that's the very easy, like the basic way you can use synonyms to paraphrase a task. Another, I would say another option is to change maybe like sentence order, like words order. For example, instead of saying like some people think that it's important to use leisure time, we can just swap them. So leisure time is important to use, like it's important to use leisure time for activities that improve the mind, which is believed by some people. Or we can say that one opinion that is held among some people is that leisure time is important. The same goes here. So you basically switch the sentences, switch the words. And last one is using different word formation. So it's also called word families. Students that participated in our last lessons, if you remember when we did reading, we also looked at different word families. I will actually show you in a second. 1 second, let me show you. Okay, so this is a word formation, word families, where we have one root. So it's, for example, to coordinate, and it has different formats. Noun, coordination; adjective, coordinated. The same here, demonstration. To demonstrate, demonstrative. Oh, sorry, demonstrative. Performance, performer, to perform. So that's our word formation, which you can also use during writing. So never ever write the same task and copy paste as introduction. Even if you don't know what to write, you can always like translate into Russian and try to write it in your own words. So now let's take a look at the way I paraphrase the task. So I wrote something like this. Spare time is an important part of human life, where some people believe that it is vital to use it with benefit. Therefore, they prefer reading or solving jigsaw. Jigsaw is actually a synonym of puzzle, whereas others would favor having some rest. So do you see that here I did not change anything. So I didn't change any, like I didn't add any new ideas. I just literally paraphrase it. I hope it's understandable. So is it clear regarding the very first sentence?
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, so very first sentence, again, paraphrasing the task. Our second sentence in introduction is stating our position. So now, do you remember your position which you chose in the beginning of our lesson? Now you should write this position as a sentence. For example, my position, my opinion, that I agree with both views. Yes, so I write, I support both views as I believe both of them provide mental and physical rest, which is essential for every person. Here, I didn't just write, I agree with statement 1 or I agree with statement 2, but also you should add the argument, the supporting argument, why. So here in your position, you add like which one did you choose? Obviously your position plus the argument why you believe so. Overall, that's the introduction. Let me read one more time. Spare time is an important part of human life, where some people believe that it's vital to use it with benefit, therefore they prefer reading or solving jigsaw, where others would favor having some rest. I support both views, as I believe both of them provide mental and physical rest, which is essential for every person. If you chose the first statement, you can say, I strongly agree with first statement because I believe that, like, let's say, improving social skills, working on your memory is more important. If you chose to support second statement, you do the same. You write, I support the second statement because I believe that restoring your energy, having like quality sleep is more important. So that's it. Any questions?
No.
Okay, if there are no questions, let's take a look at body paragraph. Actually, let me take a look. Okay, so before doing body paragraph, I want you to write an introduction. So each of you should write an introduction based on the task and based on your view. So I hope 5 minutes is enough for you. So you should do the same, just paraphrase it and add your position. Okay, is it clear?
We just add our opinion, relax or mind
Mhm.
activities. Okay.
Yes. So basically, first one, you paraphrase this. It's your first sentence. And second,
Yes.
you should write your opinion. For example, Damir, you believe you support second statement. Yeah, let's say other people believe you support this. So you should say, I support the second statement because this and this.
Okay.
All right. So I let you know when the time is over, and I ask you to send your answers in the chat. Okay, guys, are you done with your introduction? Or do you need some time?
Maybe 1 minute more.
Okay, anyone else? Okay, guys, are you finished? Okay, Damir.
10 seconds, please.
Okay. I think you're finished, right?
Yes. Yes. And
All right, let me ask someone else. Anybody else?
Okay, can you give me 1 minute? I'm like typing right now.
Oh, yeah, sure, definitely.
Should we write it down?
Yeah, preferably.
Yeah.
Okay, great, Damir. Let me read yours. Some people believe that is significant to use spare time for activities that improve mind performance, such as reading and doing word puzzles. Other people suppose that it's vital to recreation the mind during leisure time. I strongly support that relax during leisure time because relax can reduce mind and body condition. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the mistakes. However, overall, like well written. So some people believe that it is significant. So like it is significant to use spare time for activities that improve mind performance. So mind and then apostrophe S, mind's performance, or improve performance of the mind, such as reading and doing word puzzles. Other people suppose that it is vital to recreation. So recreation is a noun. So I think, and it doesn't really suit the context. I would suggest you to change it as it's vital to restart the mind during leisure time or refresh the mind. I think refresh is better option. It's like to refresh the mind during leisure time. I strongly support um that relaxing
that
that relaxing during leisure time is important because it can reduce, let's say, reduce stress and help the body to relax, I would say, because body condition, it doesn't really give anything. So there is not such collocation as body conditioning, body conditioning.
Состояние вот человека, например, как
Oh, you can
condition.
say like, not really condition. Condition это больше как условие.
State.
Yes, yes. You can say the physical state. It can reduce the mind stress and improve like the state of a person or improve the physical state. Okay, good job. Any questions?
No.
All right. Next one, let me take a look at Sivara's answer. So she wrote, it is generally believed that it's imperative to utilize leisure time by doing activities which enhance the mind, for example, reading or doing jigsaw, whereas other individuals think that it's better to take a rest during spare time. I suppose the first view due to the fact that it sharpens memory and prevent mental illness. Very well written. I really like the way you use different vocabulary, synonyms. Great. Next, let's take a look at some of the mistakes. So, doing activities, and then we need like comma, I believe. Doing activities, comma, which enhance the mind, comma. For example, reading, doing jigsaw, whereas other individuals think that it's better to take a rest during spare time. So, okay, I support the first view. Yes, that's pretty much it. Only punctuation.
Okay, thank you.
Any questions?
No.
Okay. Let me take a look at Danyar's answer. He says, some individuals believe it's crucial to use free time for activities that enhance your mind, such as reading and solving puzzles, while others think it's important to give the mind a break during leisure time. I agree with the last ones. I believe that rest is one of the most important parts of any training. Rest helps reduce stress, digest information, and simply not burn out. Very nice. I really like the way you wrote a lot of supporting details. One, I would say, a suggestion. I would suggest you to not do it in 2 different paragraphs. You can just continue the second sentence after the first one. So during leisure time and then continue. I agree with last ones, comma. So you don't need to put dot. You can put just comma. I believe that rest is one of the most important parts of any training. So I didn't get, what did you mean by training?
Like studying.
Okay, so I would say maybe it's important part of any process, and then period, and then you should add it. It helps reduce the stress, digest information, and simply not burn out. Oh, you wrote rest. Oh, sorry, I didn't see it. So yeah, rest helps. It's also correct. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay, let's take a look at Alina's answer. On the one hand, people believe that spending their free time on activities such as doing puzzles and reading books helps them to keep our brain at work. On the other hand, some say that they would prefer spending it to take a rest. As for me, I would prefer first team because, as my teacher says, a person who doesn't research, which is also brain work, gets to get older slower than the one who doesn't. I agree with her cause. If we don't keep getting new information, we'll keep on degradation. Wow, really nice. Very nice. I liked it. The only thing is, I would suggest that try to keep it generic and short, because these small details are amazing in body paragraph. When you should write details, when you should take a look like more deeply. However, in introduction, it's just important to introduce the reader with our argument. So I would suggest you to maybe shorten and write something like, I would prefer first statement, since I believe if we don't keep getting new information, we'll keep on like degrading, or we'll keep degrading.
Okay, okay. I thought the
All
same,
right.
that it was too much.
Yeah, but no worries at all. That's like your first practice. It's totally fine. Later on, you will know the structure, and you will write in like automation. Yeah, and one more grammatical mistake, I believe. Yeah, so you wrote activities such as doing puzzles and reading books helps. We don't need S here, because activities is plural.
Oh, okay.
And last one, we have Anura's answer. Activities which improve the mind, such as reading or doing word puzzles, are considered by some people to be an important use of free time. At the same time, others guess that taking a rest is more important. I'm strict believer in the others' opinion, who believe that rest is more important during the free time. It helps us to restore ourselves and be more energetic for upcoming things. Oh, I'm really in love with your grammar. I really like the very first sentence where you use like complex structure of which. Very nice. Another thing to improve is the same which I mentioned to Danyar. You don't need to write two paragraphs. You can just merge them together. So after important, you can just continue. And last thing is here you kind of like repeated the information. I'm strict believer in the other's opinion, who believe like too many words. I would suggest you to just write I support the first statement, or I support the statement where the rest is more important during the free time.
Okay.
Yeah, but everything else very well written. So any questions?
No, no questions. Thank you.
Okay, great. So we didn't have time to write body paragraph, but we are gonna take a look next lesson. So your homework is to write another introduction. I will send in the chat. I'll send the task. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of the same discussion essay. So your task is to write introduction, basically. If there are no questions, thank you so much for joining, for actively participating, and I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye. Thank you.
Isn't it Thursday?
Why Wednesday?
Oh, so sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, actually, it's Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, true. Okay, bye,
Okay.
guys.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.